Well, hello. It's been a while. Uh, Tom just finished mowing all the weeds in our rows here. Not a traditional way of weeding, but we probably should have gotten some weed fabric. Got a pretty bloom coming off one of our potato plants here. Probably need to pinch it, but I thought it was pretty anyway. We got nothing growing there, or maybe, I don't know, it's hard to tell. Weeds are growing. And nothing on that row. Then if you come back over here, our tomatoes are hanging in there. I added a little bit of like homemade mulch to the base of them, and that seemed to help them. Then our peppers are growing. Got a pepper right there. He's getting chunky. This is a golden cayenne. They're not quite yellow yet. That guy's a little small. We got another one there, it's kind of small. And then this jalapeno seems pretty happy. He's got one big chunker on him. And I weeded the green onions today. Hard to tell, but yeah, we had a couple that had some blooms coming up on them, and I pinched them off. I was reading that they don't winter well when they start blooming, and so you gotta eat those first. Our tomatoes got some tomatoes on them. They're green, but then I had like, oh, look at this chunker. Pretty excited for that guy. We had like something random growing in the garden. It kind of volunteered itself. Where was it? Oh, it was with the onions, that's right. I wasn't sure if it was good or not, but it had like fruit coming off of it. What's this guy? I'm like, oh, it kind of reminds me of tomato plants. But yeah, here's some fruit from it right here. And there's like a little flower on it. So I don't know. Decided I was going to leave it there and see what happened. And then the corn's coming in nicely. Got the whole row of potatoes out in the back. They're going to town. Probably need to weed those next. And then I've got cucumbers coming up along the fence here. So here's one, there's one, there's one. A few more along that line. And I believe these are pumpkins. And I love pumpkins. I'm pretty sure I probably should be growing later in the season. But I don't know. Planning to see how they seem happy. So I literally don't know what I'm doing with this garden thing. You can tell with all the weeds. But I guess that's part of the fun of it. Yeah, and then this is corn. They're kind of yellow. I think they just need more water. Oh, and the radishes. I gotta show you. Or no, beets. Not radishes. The beets. I was really happy because last week they didn't really look very good, and I weeded the row pretty well, and I found them. And now they're pretty happy. With their little purple stems, they're really pretty. Yeah, so a little less prolific here, and you can obviously see how many weeds we have growing. But they're at the end of the row. They're doing a lot better. And then this is the spinach. I only had 3 plants of spinach pop up for me. That one, and this one, and there's one more I thought, but this is like weed central right here. It's probably the next section I want to weed really well. See, like this. Here's another volunteer here. Not really sure if he's a pepper or what, but he looks like something good, so I'm gonna let him keep growing. We wrote all down what we planted where, but we've just been having volunteers randomly in the garden. So, yep. I mean, I don't really know what I'm doing here. Here, I'll show you the potatoes. This is the whole row of potatoes with the bloom. And they're getting overgrown with weeds too. Yeah, so definitely was arguing with Tom about de-weeding the land before we planted, and well, he didn't want to do it that way. So we get weeds. And you know what? I think I might do a video of just, looking at the different weeds we got growing. Because what the heck, if you can't grow produce, why not grow weeds? Here's our sagebrushes. I've been playing with picking and drying some of that too. It's not white California sage, it's a black sage is what I was reading. Here's our puppos. Say hi, Molly. Hi, Fancy. Fancy was helping me garden earlier. You're good dogs. Anyway, there's just a quick update on the garden. We had some peonies blooming, but they're kind of at the end of their bloom. But it looks like we got some other stuff. These are lilies that are going to come and bloom soon. Into the peonies. And daffodils are way gone. We can trim those. I was reading, you want to give them about 6 weeks of just being flopped over and yellow before you trim them down for the season. And Tom decided he was going to spray some of the weeds in the yard. Yard's looking pretty dry. It's been a pretty dry season. We got something coming out there. We got this beautiful bush growing. And then along the garage here, we planted a bunch of wildflower seeds. And I don't know if those are weeds or wildflower seeds popping up, but it's something. Let's look at my compost bucket here. I just took the compost out. And then we got some sunflowers growing here. Whatever that is in the back. Let's see what pops up out of that. Or just weeds. Tried strawberries here. They were not happy. Maybe some purslane coming along the cracks there. It's actually pretty sweet if you eat it. It's like edible weeds. Not sure what this big old thing is, but I love these flowers. They're growing prolifically. I'm pretty sure that's the same thing that's in the back there. And then I stuck a few sunflowers in here. We got some weeds. A couple flowers down there. I forget what they were. And then Tom also put a wildflower packet down here. So we'll see what comes of that. I love these yard birds. All my family has them. And we got some more weeds. But I also some flowers up front here. I think these are dragon something or other. I don't know. That doesn't really help you. But they're pretty. And I'm glad they're starting to bloom. A couple didn't make it, but they're finally kind of integrating. Fancy wants the spotlight. She thinks she's the cutest thing in the garden. But I guess she is. Yeah, here I planted dwarf snapdragons. That's what they are. And they're, I had a couple dead ones, but doing alright. And there's a couple dead plants there. And it looks like the cat got a bird. She's leaving us presents. Lovely. Poor birdie. But That's what cats do, I guess. Anyway, hopefully it wasn't the bird mommy of this bird over here. We got a cute little chickadee up here. Let me get higher so you can see it. Oh. I might be hiding right now. Let's see. Yeah, can't really see him right now. But saw him yesterday. Alright, Molly, Nancy, you guys say bye.